Okay, not looking good for young Philly. What the hell did he do now?
The young Philly situation just keeps getting worse. This guy's literally going to be stuck there until July 2026 at absolute minimum. It's going to go on for even longer than that. Let me just bring you guys up to date of how this situation has played out, and we'll get into the updates today about what's going to happen going forward with young Philly.
Why does he look like a school kid?
September 27, 2024, young Philly performs in Bar 120 nightclub in Hillary's, a coastal suburb of Perth, Australia. But apparently a situation occurred following that performance in the club. An alleged sexual assault in Perth, a woman accuses young Philly. She's in her 20s. She says that she was sexually assaulted by him in his hotel room after his performance at that club. Numerous fans had come out for him. Women were literally throwing themselves at him in the club, and this was moments before the disaster. This guy was in good spirits. Backstage, he was saying that he's a bit drunk when they was filming him for a TikTok, but things went horribly wrong after this, and the world was about to find out.
I like that song! Yo, Chad, I like that song! I can't even listen to it no more! Can I listen to it? Will I get canceled if I listen to it?
He faces 8 charges, 4 counts of sexual penetration without consent,
Damn!
3 counts of assault, occasionally body harm, and 1 count of impeding normal breathing or circulation.
Damn!
Prosecutors present images of the woman's injuries, and police cite CCTV footage as evidence.
Chad, you know how bad that is? He got charged for covering somebody's right to breathe, bro. That's a thing. That's a thing that he got charged for, bro. I am a man of belief. We live in a country where it's innocent until proven guilty. As far as I'm concerned, this man is an innocent man right now, okay? Not saying that he didn't do it, but as far as the law is concerned, he's an innocent man right now, and he has the right to a fair trial. But damn, if that's what they're arresting you for, and they're claiming they have evidence on that shit, oh my God, what they're gonna do to you in jail. Oh shit.
It wasn't until around a week later or so that everyone found out about the situation. He was arrested. It was posted everywhere. He was in handcuffs, and young Philly was trending on the internet.
Popular musician and YouTuber from the UK known as Young Philly has been extradited from Queensland to WA, accused of serious sexual allegations following an incident in Perth.
That's right, Lara, and it's serious. He's facing 4 counts of sexual...
Hey, what's her name?
Without consent.
Rachel?
3 counts
of
assault occasioning bodily harm, and 1 count of impeding a person's normal breathing or
shouldn't be saying that while, like, all of
Detectives say the 29-year-old man said woman in her 20s in his Perth hotel room after he performed an event in Hillary's on Saturday, September 28.
He was extradited to Perth to face charges in relation to this incident. October 10th, young Philly appears at Perth Magistrates Court for his initial hearing. He confirms his name and acknowledges the charges, but does not enter a plea. He's granted conditional bail, but has to pay $100,000 or £52,000. His bail conditions include remaining in Australia and reporting to the police daily, and not contacting the alleged victim, and not posting about the case on social media. And this might be a thing in Australia, but we don't often see this. They obviously know that young Philly has a massive audience, and this could influence certain parts of it, like his fans going after the victim. It might be to protect her and maybe her identity as well. But young Philly, of course, has stuck by that and not posted anything on social media throughout this situation. And a lot of his friends are saying that they're not allowed to either. The following month, young Philly was caught speeding in a car out there as well, which obviously didn't help the situation, which led to reckless driving charge being added and his car getting impounded that he has out there.
God damn it, bro. So sometimes, like, I want this guy, like, bro, like, dog, like, I want the best for this guy, but holy shit, chat. Like, you keep making it worse for yourself when you do dumb shit. Like, what are you doing? I didn't tell you guys this. I'm gonna tell you guys now. When young Philly came to Toronto for summer, I think it was like last year, he came last summer. I linked that guy downtown. I seen that guy. I shook his hand. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna play into the hype. I'm not gonna lie. I had like the vibes and the feelings that I got from that guy there was no bad intentions. There was no bad intentions or feelings or anything that I had from that guy. Like, everything seemed like nice and organic. That's why it's shocking to me that all of this is happening. And like, he keeps making a word. What the yo, let me ask, what the I don't know if you have internet in your prison cell right now, nigga, or where the hell you're at. But brother, listen, what the hell are you doing going 158 kilometers an hour on a residential street, knowing that you've been accused and you're gonna stand trial for these crimes? Why would you want to make it worse like that? Why do you feel like it's okay to take a jar of gasoline and just start pouring it on the fire like that, dog? What are you thinking?
In Perth Magistrates Court and pleaded guilty straight away to reckless driving charge. March 11th, 2025, young Philly appears at Perth Magistrates Court and pleads not guilty to all 8 charges related to the Perth sexual.
Shit.
He is seen leaving court and for the first time speaks to reporters, but only to cite the
rough.
lovely
He hasn't
weather.
been shaven.
A trial listing at this point
No
was put
haircut.
forward for June 13th, 2025, which we'll get into right now.
Whose real name is Andreas Felipe Valencia Barrientos, is accused of assaulting a woman in her 20s in his hotel room after a gig at Bar One nightclub on September 28.
Are you guilty? Yeah, but man, it's a lovely day. Are the accusations true?
Shit!
How are you feeling about your next court date?
Like, it's a lovely day, isn't it?
The 29-year-old will face a committal hearing in June.
I thought the trial was going to be going ahead today, but apparently that's not the case. It says he pleaded not guilty to the charges in Perth Magistrates Court in March, and the matter was moved to the higher district court. It said that young Philly has now had 2 additional added to the indictment that allegedly occurred on the same day as the other offences. He's yet to enter a plea on them charges. He's on bail with strict conditions right now after paying $100,000. A 10-day trial has been set for July 20th next year. They haven't said anything about easing them bail conditions and letting him go home, so he's gonna be stuck in Australia for another year now. This is definitely not the news that young Philly wanted.
So let me get this straight. He allegedly, raped, okay, 2 more girls that night? So, like, there's already the one that he's accused of, and now there's 2 more that came forward. So that means that in that total, he went 3? He did that shit 3 times? He allegedly did that shit 3 times in that one night? Dude must have had a busy night. Yo, chat, who the f does this nigga think he is? P. Diddy?
Because the world is moving on without him, whether he's guilty or not guilty. Even Chunks, his friend, started his own podcast now and said this is an ongoing situation. Maybe he got the news earlier that this could be a while before young Philly's going to be back, innocent or not.
Of course, there is an ongoing situation that's happening right now, which I won't comment on. I can't comment on because of the fact it is ongoing. So I hope you guys understand that and are here to support the show. The Chunk Show, because that's what it's about. I'm trying to elevate this. It's a passion project for me. It's something I really enjoy doing. So I'm here to give this a shot and give it a try, and hopefully you guys can support.
Chunks, of course, has got a bit of backlash, but he cannot wait forever for young Philly. Right now, it's already been over a year, and it's just been delayed another year. And Chunks obviously likes doing a podcast. There's numerous ways he could make money doing other things. He didn't have to, but he's just taking a step forward. Imagine young Philly does end up going to prison as well. Regardless if he waits this out or not, people are going to say things about Philly because he had a podcast with him at one point. Now, the fact that this situation has been delayed another year, it's obvious why. There's 2 additional charges. I'm not sure if this woman's saying another 2 times that night that something happened, but that's the reason it's been delayed, because young Philly's have to go enter a plea again to these 2 additional charges. It just delays everything. I'm not sure if this was some sort of strategy from the other side's lawyers to delay this situation for another year to prepare, but young Philly, regardless of being innocent or actually doing this situation, will be stuck in that country for another year. They better hope that they put him behind bars, because this has ruined his life for years now, and if he's innocent, this guy should be due a lot of compensation for how much this has ruined his life. There was a story about Benjamin Mendy being accused by numerous women. He ended up being found not guilty at the end of it all, but it ruined his career. This has kind of become a laughing stock in the UK. Many people making memes out of it, but of course it's a serious situation with an actual victim or potentially someone's life being ruined that's innocent.
Let's just say he is innocent and those women that accused him were lying. Does anything happen to them? Because, like, because as it stands right now, his life is over. Like, he lost all of his brand deals. His friends all left him. His channel got demonetized. Like, the persona of young Philly is dead. Like, I don't think that's ever gonna come back. Maybe this nigga can come back as an Irish R&B. Maybe this nigga can come back as like maybe this nigga can come back as like a 70s or Irish R&B singer or some shit like that. Okay, but young Philly is over. Like, it's done. Like, he's like, that shit is over. So if they're lying, not saying that they are. I'm not saying that they are. If they feel like this did happen, but let's say, for example, let's just say that they were caught lying. Is anything gonna happen to them? Like, is anything gonna happen to them for them lying and ruining this guy's? Is there a Chad? Is there a law for that? Is there a law for like? Is there a law where like if you accuse a man of like the absolute worst thing you can accuse a man of, and you're caught lying, is there any sort of penalty or is there anything?
We need to find out the truth in that eventual trial.
Young Philly's trial starting this month, no?
Shit. That's an evil ass.
Yo, that's mad still.
What are you thinking on that? How you feel for him? You know him?
I know about him, yeah.
Okay. I don't know him again. You don't know him
Yo,
again.
why is he laughing?
You know what? Like, I played football with him back in the days, and that's it, really and truly. But see him in the scene and that. But when what came out about him, I was just like, raw. This is dark, bro. This is mad. It's not looking good though, man. It's not looking good still. Like, I could have haters, you can be my comments, but you can't call me that or you can't call me this or that, bro. Everything's
that's how it has to be, bro.
You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah,
That's
it has
how
to be like that, bro. Yeah. You see when something's coming out about artists like that, most of the time is happening, bro.
Shit.
Like, it must be true, because why ain't it coming out why ain't other artists getting called out like that? Like, why is that artist getting called out? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, because
we all do the same thing.
And I
We
get what
all
you
go
mean.
that show there, we go there.
Judging by the news we got today that this is being delayed again, they're putting forward more charges, is probably a good thing for Young Philly, because it shows that they're not optimistic right now. They can put him behind bars definitely with what they got. It could be some good news for him, or they could just want to get another 2 charges on him to make sure. There's been nothing suggested about Young Philly possibly returning to the UK
Like,
to
yo,
wait
you
out to
already
come
have a
next year for
heinous
his
charge
trial.
for 2
We know
more?
UK and Australia have a good relationship, so it'd be really hard for him to completely avoid going back to face justice. And obviously he's pleading not guilty as well, but it just hasn't been brought up. Maybe they're not even considering letting him leave the country right now because it's such a serious offense.
Chat, there's 3 deadly sins that you cannot commit as a internet influencer. You want to know what that is? 1, playground sniping. I think you guys know this. Don't be a playground sniper. 2, anything to do with like sexual assault or like if you commit any of that on women, okay? If you are a man, especially, and you commit any of that on women, you're done. Okay? It's over. Like that's like bad. Like that's bad. You're gonna go to jail. Your career is gonna be over. Like you're done. Okay? You're done. And the 3rd one is scamming. Okay? You cannot be a scammer. If you scam people out of their hard-earned money on the internet, people will ruin you.
2 separate cases on 2 sides of the world, just when the noise started to settle, just when the headlines began to fade from our feeds, just when it seemed like the chaos had reached its peak. Another twist came out of nowhere. It's March 2025. Young Philly, the guy who once made millions laugh with his energy, who climbed the ranks from YouTube personality to TV host, rapper, and international entertainer, is back in the headlines. But not for a comeback, not for a chart-topping freestyle or a viral sketch, not even for the trial he's already facing down under.
Damn.
This time, the name in bold font is tied to a new place, a different country, a new case, and a whole lot more questions.
What?
Magaluf, Spain.
What?
That's where the newest investigation has emerged. A second country, a second alleged victim, and now a second ongoing criminal investigation. This one's not just adding fuel to the fire, it's reigniting a storm. A firestorm around a name that was once untouchable.
Oh my...
You might have thought this story had hit its climax, but this is a whole new chapter. And it might be the one that changes everything we thought we knew about who Young Philly really is. But before we dive deep into Spain, we need to go back to where the dominoes first started falling.
So not only did he allegedly commit 3 rapes, but he committed another one in a different country? So, bro, this guy, dog, yo, Chad, does it get worse? It doesn't get worse than this, bro. Like, bro, he's like being accused of the most disgusting crime you can be accused of as a man in 2 separate countries.
Young Philly wasn't just another internet personality, he was culture. From humble beginnings on YouTube to primetime TV spots, sold-out music shows and mainstream brand deals, he embodied the modern Gen Z dream.
Wrong?
Get famous being yourself. No filters, no fake persona, just raw energy, charisma, and that signature London wit. But just as quickly as the spotlight found him, the shadows started creeping in. Today, we're not just breaking down the rise and fall of Young Philly, we're unpacking the uncomfortable conversations around fame, power, accountability, and perception. Young Philly, born Andres Felipe Valencia Barrientos,
Why
came
is
from
his
Colombia
name so
before
long?
settling in the UK. Raised in South London, he wasn't born into fame. Like many immigrant kids, he had to learn to juggle 2 cultures, 2 languages, and a whole lot of expectations. His breakout, YouTube, pure vibes, sketches, pranks, interviews on the street, his banter was unmatched. The UK scene loved him. But what made him magnetic wasn't just his humor, it was his authenticity.
Shoot.
He was unapologetically himself, and that
he did a lot of unapologetically things allegedly as well.
Curated content.
Shit.
Teaming up with Chunks elevated them both. Their videos, instant classics. Their friendship, a whole vibe. For fans, it felt like watching your older brothers clowning around with pure love and zero ego.
Shoot.
By the early 2000s and 20s, Philly had expanded beyond YouTube. He began hosting BBC Three shows.
That's W. Shoot, bro. Such a shame all of it went down the drain, bro.
Gaining recognition as a presenter with both comedic timing and street smarts. He collaborated with major brands, becoming a go-to name in UK pop culture. His music career took off as well, with rap singles that earned critical and fan praise.
Yo, he did
proving
everything,
he wasn't just dabbling
chat.
in music, he was excelling.
He did everything!
And to top it all off, he was performing live across cities, selling out shows, and sharing his energy with fans face to face. He wasn't just a creator, he was a proper entertainer. But behind the camera, something else was building. And with fame comes temptation, pressure, and scrutiny. October 2024. Young Philly is riding high on the success of his tour through Australia. He's performing, connecting with fans, soaking up the attention and respect that took years to build. But in the middle of all that celebration, something shocking cuts through the noise. He's arrested, not just detained or stopped for questioning, but arrested in Brisbane and sent to Perth under extradition. The headlines explode. Fans are stunned. Industry insiders are blindsided. The charges are serious. 4 counts of without consent.
Shit.
3 counts of assault
Don't
causing
read the
bodily
charges
harm.
again.
1 count of impeding a person's breathing by choking.
What?
The words alone are heavy, the implications even more so. The alleged incident, according to court documents, occurred on the night of September 28th after a nightclub event in Perth. The alleged victim is a woman in her 20s. She claims the assault took place in a hotel room where a private interaction turned into something violent, something non-consensual.
Shit.
Young Philly denies the allegations. He pleads not guilty.
Of course he does.
But
Why
the
would he say,
headlines
yeah, I
don't
did
wait
that?
for
You would
court
think he's going to go like, yeah, I
decisions.
did that shit?
Social media reacts instantly. Name trends for days. Fans are arguing in comment sections. Some stay loyal, saying he's innocent until proven otherwise. Others don't need a conviction to walk away. Even though he isn't convicted, the system tightens around him. He's granted bail, but there are conditions. He can't leave Western Australia. He's ordered to avoid all contact with the alleged victim. And suddenly, this global entertainer is grounded. No tours, no content, no public appearances,
Grounded
no
as a
platform.
grown-ass man is
His
crazy.
legal status might be free, but his career is already locked down, and the public eye, it doesn't blink. Online, reactions exploded. Some defended him, citing past character and a lack of evidence. Others were disgusted by the details and called for him to be held accountable. Some asked, is this another case of fame corrupting a man? But others whispered the opposite. What if he's innocent? What if this is a setup? It's a hard truth. In a time where public opinion moves faster than the legal system, both sides rush to judgment. This moment forced a conversation not just about Philly, but about male influencers, responsibility, and self-protection.
Yo, so you see,
let's
okay,
ask
that
it
doesn't
plainly.
make it better when he's
How
doing
can
that.
men protect themselves in intimate
Yo,
situations?
Hey,
It
yo.
starts with honest, verbal consent, clear, unambiguous, and continuous. It means walking away when things feel off. It means understanding that power dynamics can shift perception. Where is the line between consent, miscommunication, and coercion? That line is clearer than we think, and ignoring it has consequences. And how do you move in a way that keeps your integrity bulletproof? By setting standards, having witnesses, documenting situations when necessary, and never relying on clout to justify behavior. Fast forward to December 2024, another legal headline, another court date. But this time it's not tied to assault. It's about recklessness of a different kind. Philly is clocked driving 158 kilometers per hour.
I don't understand why you would even do that.
In a country like Australia, where road safety is strict and speed limits are enforced with zero tolerance, that's not just bending the rules. That's a criminal offense.
Yeah, he's an idiot for that, chat.
No fight, no denial, just a guilty plea and acceptance of whatever penalty might come. He now faces up to 9 months in prison, a hefty fine, and the possibility of a driving ban. While it might not seem as grave as the charges from Perth, it raises new concerns. Is this about poor judgment under pressure? Is this someone unraveling quietly under the weight of public shame and private fear? Or is it just another symptom of the fast life? Fame, adrenaline, and the illusion of invincibility. For many, this added to the picture, not a random mistake.
Dog, he was probably thinking he's on top of the world.
But perhaps the clearest sign yet that this wasn't just a PR crisis, it was personal. Now we arrive in March 2025. This time, the headlines don't come from Australia, they come from Spain. A British woman who holidayed in Magaluf during the summer of 2024 has stepped forward with allegations that she was raped by young Philly during that trip. Unlike the Perth case, the woman didn't report the alleged assault immediately.
Put your dick away!
She waited. She returned home to the UK, processed what had happened, and then made her report to local authorities. From there, her claims were passed on to Spanish prosecutors. According to reports, the woman said she first met young Philly at a beach club in Magaluf, where he had been performing. Later that same night, they ran into each other again at a nearby nightclub. It was there, she claims, that he inappropriately touched her. But things didn't end there. She says she engaged in consensual sexual activity with one of young Philly's friends at a hotel room that night.
That's good.
Afterwards, she claims she was brought to young Philly's hotel room. That's when she alleges the atmosphere shifted. She was left alone with him. And according to her account, that's when the assault happened.
That's not good.
The Spanish Civil Guard has confirmed that they received a report forwarded by UK police.
It started good.
A judge in Palma, Majorca has since launched a formal investigation. As per Spanish legal standards in sexual assault cases, the proceedings are being conducted behind closed doors.
Holy shit.
In addition, Spanish authorities are now collaborating with their Australian counterparts with the goal of having young
those niggas are doing a collab?
While he
They're
remains
doing a
in
collab
Australia
to bring
on
this
bail.
nigga down?
It's no longer just a regional issue. This is a cross-border legal situation involving two serious sets of allegations.
Yo, so he did it first in Spain, kind of got away with it, then went across the map and did it again? Allegedly two more times over there? And now these law enforcement officers in two separate countries planning a collab stream to bring this nigga down? Like, no matter what you're going through in life, bro, it doesn't matter what you're going through in life right now. I don't give a fuck what you're going through in life. Dog, it can't be worse than what this guy's going through.
This is no casual inquiry. This is not gossip or online speculation. This is a government-backed investigation.
That's bad. He got the feds on him?
And that's where the real weight lies.
Feds?
Now, we're not talking about a single moment of scandal. We're talking about a possible pattern. 2 women, 2 different countries, 2 alleged assaults, and 1 man at the center of both. Naturally, this leads to some hard questions. Was there a behavioral pattern that's only now coming to light? Were there red flags we all missed or ignored because of his charisma and status? And are we seeing the same story told twice from 2 different angles, or are these separate situations being unfairly linked because of timing? We don't have the answers. The courts don't either yet, but that hasn't stopped the public from forming their own opinions. Some say these cases confirm what they've long suspected about Philly. Others believe this is a tragic example of someone being judged.
You think he's gonna get castrated? He might get castrated.
Then there are those who sit quietly in the middle, caught between disbelief, disappointment, and a hunger for truth. So where where does this all leave young Philly? At this stage,
Cooked.
he remains on bail in
Sauteed.
Australia, waiting for the court
That's where it
process
leaves him.
to unfold. There is no trial date confirmed yet, and with the new investigation in Spain, it's possible that his legal journey will stretch out even longer than anyone anticipated.
Oh my
in the
God.
short term, he's stuck. Professionally, his projects are on pause. Brands
Everything
have
is
pulled
on
back.
pause. What should have been on
Collaborations
pause
are
was his
drying up.
penis.
And the silence
Shit.
from his own channels is deafening. Whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, or music platforms, there's nothing. No posts, no statements, no attempts to shape the narrative. It's as if the persona he built has been frozen in time, waiting for clearance or collapse.
His lawyer...
But what about the long term? If he's found
His
guilty,
lawyers,
the consequences
oh my
will be
God.
severe. Prison time, deportation, criminal record that could close the door on any chance of redemption in the public eye. If he's found innocent, he still faces the massive uphill battle of rebuilding trust, of returning to a fan base that has watched his name get dragged through mud on 2 continents, of trying to be funny again or inspiring or relatable when so many people now associate his name with fear, doubt, or pain. There's also the question of whether redemption is even possible in today's world. Cancel culture aside, some stains don't wash out. And for someone whose entire brand was built on being likable, approachable, and authentic, that's a brutal reality to face. Right now, young Philly is walking a tightrope with no end in sight. The next steps will depend on the outcomes of the investigations. But even when the legal part ends, the real work, the rebuilding, the reckoning, the reinvention will only just begin. Because surviving a scandal is one thing. Surviving yourself, that's something else entirely. This isn't just about young Philly anymore. This is about what it means to be a man in the public eye, about how quickly power can shift, about how reputation is both armor and target. If you're a man watching this, especially someone with any kind of status, you need to look at this situation as a warning. Are you creating environments where consent is not just implied, but verbalized, understood, and respected in every single interaction? Are you making space for clarity, or are you relying on vibes and assumptions in situations where boundaries must be crystal clear?
I will not
anymore. Are you paying
anymore.
attention to the state of mind of the people you engage with? Are they sober? Are they coherent? Are they saying yes enthusiastically and freely? Have you taken steps to protect yourself? Not just legally, but ethically? Are you being proactive, not reactive? Do your private actions reflect your public message?
Yo, this guy's gonna give me a panic attack.
But consequences don't. In this digital world where one screenshot can rewrite your story, you need to be bulletproof, not in your image, but in your integrity. As it stands, young Philly is still facing trial in Australia. The Spanish investigation is underway. No convictions, no sentencing, but the world is watching closely. Even without a verdict, the ripple effects are everywhere. His brand partnerships have dried up. His YouTube presence is ghosted. His music career is silent. The momentum he spent years building has come to a grinding halt. Whether he's cleared or convicted, the narrative has shifted. The legacy is stained. The questions will follow him forever. This isn't just a cautionary tale. It's an ongoing one. A real-time unraveling. A reminder that the internet builds you fast, but it can break you faster.
Yeah, it's over. He's done. He's done. He's finished. I'm sorry. I have to be the one to say this, but he's done. It's over. He's finished. Now listen, I'm not saying that his life is over. Okay? I'm just saying the image of young Philly is done, bro. That it's done. Okay? Listen, if he is innocent of these crimes, and let's just say all of this was made up in an attempt to just slander him and bring him down. The sad part about it is he's still not gonna make a comeback from that. Like, he is done, chat. I'm trying to make this very clear. Like, everyone keeps debating on if young Philly can come back and if he's not proven guilty. Like, no. If he is not proven guilty, the allegations alone of being accused of these crimes is damaging enough to the point where nobody's going to want to associate with him. Okay? You gotta understand, image is everything. Perception is king. If he is innocent of all these crimes, he's just gonna be a hollow vessel. If young Philly is innocent of these crimes that they're alleging that he did, he is literally just going to be an empty building that nobody wants to go in. It's sad, but that's the reality. But as far as I'm concerned, he's open. He's like, we need to stop debating on if he's gonna make a comeback. Like, you at this point, bro, You can't, bro. This is like the worst of the worst you can be accused of. You know what I'm saying? He will not make a comeback. So regardless of the outcome, his career is over. It's done. He's better off starting fresh, making a new image for himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he's better off doing. Like, he is better off creating a new image for himself, starting a new career, being a new person. Like, that's what he's better off doing, bro. If you want me to be 100% honest with you, okay? Because Young Philly, the guy, that's done. Like, whatever other passions he has, he should get into that. He should just do or he should reinvent himself. Drop the Young Philly thing, okay? Drop the Young Philly thing. Don't have nothing to do with Young Philly and come up with a different name, nigga, because like this shit it's done, bro. I'm sorry. Do you think if Young Philly is innocent of these crimes, do you think he is deserving of having his career back? I think that's the real question. Do you think if a man is accused of heinous crimes they did not do, the worst crime that a man could be accused of, do you think he's entitled to having his life back? You guys let me know. There's always a debate about this kind of thing, but you guys let me know. Give me some other videos. Suggest some other videos for me to look into and other stuff for me to react to. Make sure you sub to the channel. Like the video, man. You guys are slacking on that. I don't know why you guys slack on that. You guys need to get on that because I'm tired, okay? I'm tired. Let's sub to the channel right now. Road to 50K. Road to 100K on this channel. You guys know what to do, man. Sub to the channel. Do your thing. And with all that being said, chat, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace.
See just how I'm coming, yeah, I did this on my own. Don't you tell me something, cause I did it all alone. You ain't helping nothing, no, nah. You ain't helping nothing, no, nah. Came up from the guys and niggas show me some respect. Niggas mad cause I ain't breaking off on all these checks. You ain't helping nothing, no, nah. You ain't helping nothing, no, nah.